Thanks for checking us out here at wintheworld.life. I'm Phee Shorb.
And I'm Becky Shorb, and we're so excited to share our vision with you today.
Win the World is just a small group of people that have a passion for the unreached communities of the world. And so what we do is we partner with churches and with individuals in bringing Jesus to those unreached communities.
I grew up in a Christian home. My parents used to call me the devil child. I tormented my siblings. And one day my mom just saw this opportunity to share, the love of Christ with me. And she asked me if I wanted to receive Christ in my heart. And I said, yes. And dude, from when I prayed that prayer and God came into my life, I had a smile from here to here. And from that point forward, you could tell there was a difference in my life.
I was raised in a Christian home by wonderful, God-loving parents, Jesus-loving parents. I got saved when I was 11 years old and became a musician. And heard a word from God that He wanted me to pursue Christian music, playing Christian music, and was blessed to become part of a band that did kind of well. And so now I'm a has-been B-list Christian rock star. Yeah, God was really good to us, and we were able to touch many, many lives making Christian rock music and touring the world. And it was awesome, got a Grammy nomination, and then the Lord called me to leave all of that behind and begin preaching the gospel. So I started Pheeistalking ministries and guest spoke at churches all over the world for 5 years, and saw many people healed, many people saved, many people filled with the Holy Spirit, and it was really awesome.
I received Jesus at a very young age, and so, with Win the World, I want to give these children that we encounter or that come in our path an opportunity to meet and just be able to conversate and be united with Jesus and who He is and, the love that He has for them.
One of my most life-changing moments was getting to minister in India. And what was so unique about it is, I've heard so much about areas of the world that don't have the gospel, but to actually witness it myself, something happened just down in my gut that I knew I would never be the same again. I knew I could never live the same way, knowing that there are all these millions, even billions of people that have no access to Jesus, no access to salvation. So this is how we bring the gospel to the unreached. It's in 3 ways. We populate, activate, and multiply the local church. And what I mean by that is we populate by doing outreach, by doing crusade-style ministry to really preach the gospel to greater numbers than the local churches are able to do among those unreached communities. And we activate by doing guest speaking, and we interact with the churches in the West to really preach the message that God has called us to take the gospel to the ends of the earth. And we multiply the local church by starting brand new churches, raising up the next generation of pastors and church planters. So some of the steps that we're taking right now in reaching those unreached communities of the world is we are conducting what we call uninsurable mission trips. We love the dangerous parts of the world. We love to take risks for the sake of the gospel. And so you'll see us at least once a year, maybe multiple times a year, going to these dangerous places, going to Muslim countries, Hindu countries, Buddhist countries, and bringing the gospel in a way that they haven't seen before.
Something else that we are working on right now is we're going to be starting a church in St. Augustine, and we are so excited. St. Augustine is really an unreached part of the United States, and thank you for those who already support us in what God has called us to do. Without your support and your prayer, we really couldn't do it without you.
Absolutely. We've been able to do so much for God's kingdom directly as a result of our financial partners. And really what we want to do, a big part of our calling in Win the World, is to give the opportunity to those who have the means to actually sow into the kingdom growth among the unreached. And we know that many of you truly have a heart for the lost to be saved, and even the lost among the unreached of the world to be saved. And so we just want to create an opportunity to partner with you, that you can be partnered with us, and together we can reach the unreached of the world.
Thank you so much for hearing our hearts with Win the World. I'm Becky.
And I'm Phee. God bless you guys.